What's up, Spikes? Welcome to a very special episode of the Goliath Gauntlet. This is going to be game one of a brand new, very special series of the Goliath Gauntlet, where today we are running Bravo through the Goliath Gauntlet, and helming Bravo is a good friend of the channel and a good friend of mine, Boo.
Hi!
So, Boo, you may have seen him in the Discord if you're part of our Discord. He also comments on a lot of our videos.
I do. This I do, yeah.
Yes. So you just decided to make the trip over. We were obviously fully amicable to it. And as a result, you are a special guest.
Yay!
You are the second non-Spike feeder to be featured on a Goliath Gauntlet.
Yeah, I think Kaylee was the first one.
Kaylee was the first, but yeah. Welcome. We're happy to have you.
Thanks. I'm very happy to be here in Manitoba.
Oh man, yeah. At the time that we're filming right now, we had a bunch of weather alerts, severe weather warnings and stuff that we were supposed to have the worst blizzard that we've had in decades.
It was not that.
Thankfully. The one week that you're here, it wasn't actually apocalyptic, but it was still, I mean, just, bad luck.
Everything was absolutely flawless.
Yes, absolutely. But anyway, and not to belabor the point too much, let us talk about who we're going to be playing today. I am playing Rhinar, so I'm going to be trying to punch and with some big attacks, specifically Swing Big, which is a new card from Everfest, is very, very powerful for this deck. This is there's like an OTK version of Rhinar that goes around, so I'm going to probably be looking to cast a Blood Rush Bellow to give my attacks +2 for the rest of the turn, attack with a Swing Big for 10, and then both my claws for another 5 each. That's like the main idea for this deck. So as I said, I'm going to be playing with the Mandible Claws because they both get +2, so it just makes my Blood Rush Bellow that much more valuable.
Goes big.
Exactly. Then I have Arcanite Skullcap just for the block, just to basically gain 3 health. Heart and Crossstrap to make my Swing Big cost 0, which is extremely important for the combo turn. Goliath Gauntlet gives my Swing Big +2, so it actually comes in for 12.
And the name of the thing too.
Yeah, and it's the name of the thing, so it's mandatory. You are also
same.
Yes, we will be getting to that. But we are both Goliath Gauntlet. And then finally, I do have my Scabskin Leathers, just the regular brute feat. They block for a bunch, and then sometimes you can win the game, but sometimes you can also just lose the game.
Regular brute feat.
Just brute feat. Yeah, don't think about the name. That's not important.
We shall not.
Yeah, don't envision too much. Okay, and then who are you bringing to the gauntlet today?
I will be playing Bravo, which is, the best of all time, because it's Bravo. Just his name means Bravo. Just there.
This guy has to eat 4 dozen eggs.
Honestly, with the shape he has, there's no other option.
Exactly. Protein.
Yeah, protein. And so the general game plan is going to be to block and just draw the game out, let you do your thing, block everything, and hopefully sometimes cripple crush and poof.
Yeah.
This is the general purpose of this deck. I will be bringing as my weapon Anethos because it's just a good hammer. We like hammers. It swings.
We like hammers.
It's flawless.
Bonk.
On my head, we will have the Helm of Eisenspeak, mostly to set up turns because you get an extra card at the end of that turn. So if I have a turn which I just do nothing on, I'll have 1 card in hand after defending. I can just pitch, do that, and we're good to go. Yeah. Then on my chest is the Tectonic Plating, because storing energy is good, and also it helps to pitch stack some with Anethos if I want to spend 2 cards to swing and then do the plating, so that's always a fun thing to do. The Gauntlet, which is the name of the thing! More attack, more hits, more good. There we go. And the Iron Rot Legs, because I don't have anything worth running the boots, so I just go for, regular old defense things, and we're fine.
Guardians don't really have that many options for boots as it is.
It's that or the Arcane Barrier.
Yeah, you do Iron Rot Legs or the Null Rune, or you go the Mage Master boots for an extra action point sometimes. But
since I don't even run any non-attack actions that much, I don't need the Mage Master boots. I don't need to I'm better off using this 1 block than 0 and hopefully maybe sometimes the boot.
Yeah, it's not quite as good. But anyway, so in the first game, Boo did win the die roll.
I did do that.
So you will be going first. Good luck and have fun.
Good fun, have luck.
Good.
Every good. So let's kick this off, shall we? I will begin by activating my Tectonic Plating, pitching this blue Rouse the Ancient to make a Seismic Surge token. I do have 2 floating, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
And so that's gonna help me store some more Resources.
Energy.
Energy. I mean, it's a scientific surge. It has to have some power to it. And then we will follow this up with a red Crush Confidence, adding a blue Crush Confidence to my pitching abilities. And this is an attack for 7. If it crushes, you will lose your text box until the end of your next turn.
My confidence. You know what? What I will do is just block for 6. I'm going to block with this blue High Roller and this yellow Barraging Beatdown.
That sounds reasonable
So
to me.
unless you have any attack reactions, I'll be taking 1 damage.
Seems like a 1.
Very good.
All right, and I will move to clean up, do my downkeep, arsenal this thing, draw back up to 4, and you may do as well.
All right, so this turn is not going to be super big, which is fine for both of us, but specifically for you, I think.
Specifically, I do enjoy this. Yes.
I am going to be casting this blue Barraging Beatdown.
Okay.
So my next brute attack this turn gains, while this is defended by less than 2 non-equipment cards, it has +2 attack, and then this also has Intimidate. So I get to pick a card at random from your hand and banish it until the end of the turn.
You would. Please pick.
This one, you don't get to block with that.
Yeah. Sadness.
Then I'll follow that up. I'm going to be attacking you with this red Pack Hunt and using this blue Reckless Swing to pay for it. And I'll have 1 floating after that. So I will be intimidating because when I attack with this, I do intimidate.
One
and
more.
You can't block with that one. And if you don't block this with 2 cards from your hand, it will be for 8. If you do block it with 2 cards from your hand, it's for 6.
All right. I will block this with a blue Disable for 3, so I'll let it gain +2, which not great, but eh.
Okay.
So I will be taking 5 unless anything else happens.
Nothing else will be happening. So you will take 5 damage.
Ow.
Perfect. And then I'll be moving to the end of my turn. I am arsenaling this last card in my hand, and then cleaning up and passing over to you.
Beginning of my turn, Seismic Surge pops. Let's leave it over here just to remind ourselves that I do have a 1 discount. And that's gonna be used for a Crippling Crush, a red one, pitching a blue Chokeslam and a blue Tear Asunder. This is coming in for 11, and if it crushes, dealing 4 or more damage to you, you will discard 2 random cards.
I cannot let that happen. So I'm going to block with 3 cards from my hand, 2 red Barraging Beatdowns and a Command and Conquer, as
Big.
well as my boots. You're going to Crippling Crush my toes, my little toes.
Ow.
So that is for a total of 11.
No further responses. That's fully blocked. Okay.
Fully blocked, no damage.
You got there. Let's move to clean up and downkeep this. Draw back up to 4.
Unfortunately, there's not much that I can do right now with 1 card in my hand, even with this card in Arsenal. So I am just going to pass the turn back to you and draw up to 4.
That feels pleasing. We take those. Let us begin by activating the Tectonic Plating, pitching a blue Disable, have 2 of those floating, and gain back this Surge, which always feels fine. Let's also break those gauntlets. I will put them over here just to remind ourselves to
absolutely.
buff my next big attack by +2 power. And this goes again.
Yes.
So it
It would
does.
be very awkward if it didn't.
that would be very sad. And thus, with this, let's go for a red Disable, adding a blue Rouse the Ancients to this whole pitchy thing. This is coming in for a base of 9 buff to 11 thanks to the gauntlet. And if it crushes, it will put your Arsenal card back to the bottom of your deck.
But I want my Arsenal card.
You would.
I would and do. Well, I can't let that happen either, because I want my Arsenal card. So I am going to block 9 again with a red Alpha Rampage, red Savage Feast, and a yellow Beast Within. I'm not going to throw any of my equipment under the bus this time, though, so it will just be for 9. So currently I would be taking 2 unless you have any further effects.
I will not have any further effects.
Very good.
Please take 2.
I've taken 2 damage.
And let's move to cleanup.
Well, once again, as I said, not much to do with one card in my hand, so I'm just going to draw back up and pass back over to you.
I like this pressure thing I've got going on. I think that's very serviceable. So, beginning of my turn, this does go poof, 1 discount, which will use Deja Vu, red Crippling Crush, pitching this blue Crush the Weak, this yellow Pummel, and this red Disable, again pitching 6 because this one gives a discount. So this is coming in for 11 again, and if it crushes, again, discard 2 random cards.
Well, eventually you won't have that. That's your last Crippling Crush. So I'm going to block for 9 again. Yellow Smash Instinct, yellow Barraging Bighorn, and a red Massacre for 9. I am not going to use my equipment again, so currently I am taking 2.
No further effects, please take 2. And let's move to cleanup.
Well, third time's the charm, as they say. So maybe this time I'll draw back up and pass over to you again.
Yay! So let's kick this off. Might not be as impactful, but still nothing to sneeze at. Let's play it by pitching this blue Debilitate with 2 floating and bring this back in. Furthermore, I would like to add a red Crush Confidence to the mix by pitching this blue Cartilage Crush, still 2 floating. And so this is coming in for 7, and if it crushes, again, we've seen that one before too, right? It does get rid of your text box.
Gets rid of my text box. I will declare no blocks. Do you have any attack reactions?
I would actually.
I assume you have a pummel.
I will indeed add this yellow pummel using those 2 floating, giving it +3, and if it hits you, you will discard a card. So this is now a 10 power attack.
Yes.
Do you have any responses to that?
I do not.
Okay,
so
please take 10.
I will take 10, and I got to choose which card I discard at least.
You do. So in the meantime, I will clean up and draw back up.
I'm gonna discard this red Savage Feast.
You may proceed.
Okay. Well, let's see if I can try to take back some tempo here. I'm gonna cast this Blood Rush Bellow that I've had in my arsenal since turn 1. I'm gonna be pitching this yellow Savage Swing to pay for it with 1 floating. And as an additional cost to play this, I have to discard a random card. So I'll do that first. Choose which one.
This one.
This one?
Yep.
Wild Ride is dead.
Goodbye.
So I don't have a text box right now, so I don't get to Intimidate. But my Brute attacks gain +2 this turn, and because I discarded a card with 6 or more attack, I draw 2 cards, and then this has Go again. So I'm going to pitch this Sand Sketch plan. I will have 2 floating after this, but I am going to attack you with this Mandible Claw. So from Blood Rush Bellow, it gets +2 attack, so it's for 5, and because I've discarded a card with 6 or more attack this turn, it has Go again.
I do not have any blocks. Do you have any reactions?
I don't.
I do. I would like to play this Unmovable from Arsenal, pitching this blue Chokeslam. So this blue Unmovable does block 6 since it has been played from Arsenal. It would be 5 but gains +1, which does not matter, but
I tried to move you.
I am not movable.
You are not
I am
currently
very
movable.
sorry.
Well, maybe I can coerce you a second time because I'm going to come in with this other Mandible Claw again for 5.
I would like to not block again. Do you have any reactions?
I do not.
I do! This time it is a response of the staunch variety, blue one specifically, pitching this red Pummel and this red Thunderquake, and this does also block 5.
Okay, you have blocked a lot.
I did,
which
but I'm
is
not
good.
empty-handed, so...
You are now empty-handed.
Go ahead.
So I'm going to break my Goliath Gauntlet and
no.
my Heartened Cross Strap. So my next attack action that I play this turn costs 2 less to play, and if it costs 2 or greater, it gets +2 attack.
Yes.
I'm going to swing big.
Big.
So I am currently attacking you for 12, and if it doesn't hit, you create a Quicken token.
I think it will hit.
I assume it is hitting here.
Yeah. Let's still put the things we can in front. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm still taking 8 by my estimations.
Yes, so you will be taking 8 damage. You do not get a Quicken token. I don't have any attack reactions. So
it's just vanilla 8.
yeah, it's just a big damage.
Yeah, nothing.
Yeah, and then that will be the end of my turn. I'm going to be arsenaling this last card in my hand. Those are dead equipments, and then it will be your turn, sir.
So seeing as I am empty-handed, this will simply fizzle, and I will move to my cleanup step and draw back up, and you can proceed.
I'm going to kick things off. So you were able to do the 2 things that you wanted to do, which is cast 2 of your signature spell, Crippling Crush. It's now my turn. I'm going to cast another Blood Rush spell.
Let's go.
So I'm going to pitch this blue Wrecker Rump to cast this Blood Rush Bellow. And once again, I discard a random card.
This one.
This one, okay. So it is a Barraging Bighorn. This time Rhinar will trigger.
It does.
So it is a card with 6 or more attack. I will temporarily banish that card from your hand, and then I will get to draw 2 cards, and that'll have Go again. I'm going to follow that up with this blue Barraging Beatdown. So I will intimidate you, and my next brute attack gets +2 if it's defended by less than 2 non-equipment cards. So that'll be there. Then I will follow up that once again with this red pulping, using the 2 resources I have floating to pay for that. So I will get to draw a card and then discard a random card. And if a card with 6 or more attack is discarded this way, it gains Dominate. And if it's defended by less than 2 non-equipment cards, it has Go Again. So I will discard a random card.
This one
is a Massacre. So it's not a cost, so I don't get to intimidate from its effect, but I do get to intimidate from Rhinar's effect. Yoink! So it does have Dominate. If it's defended by less than 2 cards from your hand, it has Go Again, and it is currently for 10.
Well, it's going to be defended by less than 2 cards from my hand, seeing as 1. And yeah, I have to not die. That would be ideal.
Optimal.
Yeah. So let's put 1 point of defense and 3. So that makes 4, which means 4. I would be taking 6, therefore still not dead so far.
You are,
in theory,
correct in that you are not dead. I have no attack reactions.
Let's go to not dead.
So you will go to specifically not dead. So that
the not deadest of not deads.
So that did have Go Again. I'm gonna pitch this Beast Within to attack you with this mana.
Yeah, that does do it indeed. Well, I will this time go to dead.
That was a lot of back and forth.
That was a wild one.
Just a slugfest.
We did hit.
We both hit, honestly. The fact that I drew the second Blood Rush Bellow off of the first one was kind of crazy. Because I was just able to arsenal it and do again after you had already blocked with all your cards from hand. So just being able to keep on that pressure was insane. If I didn't have this, like, the turn would have been fine, but you would have also had probably these 3 cards.
Yeah, I would have blocked. I would have been unmovable. That would have helped a lot.
So yeah, I definitely got lucky with that as well. But I mean, the 2 Crippling Crushes, it was
back-to-back Crippling Crushes were.
It was Crush Confidence, Crippling Crush, Disable, Crippling Crush.
No, actually, it was like Crush, Crippling, then Crush again. Yeah. Crush Confidence, Crippling Crush. Anyway, the rollout was pretty massive,
and it was just natural. You just drew into it. You had the ability to play them each turn. Like,
I think the thing I could have done, I could have given this one Dominate to force the issue, but I thought I should be better off like letting you use your cards. But I think about this one. This one would have had Dominate. Yeah. And I would rather have you be empty-handed, because after 5 health, I wasn't that confident to finish you off. So this one, I would have been able to give it Dominate with Bravo's ability. Yeah. But I don't think it would have been a correct play. I think I was better off giving you another off turn and then.
Yeah, I didn't end up blocking that one anyway. No. So giving it Dominate.
It was not matter. So at this point, that card was just.
Yeah. But I mean, that was still a sick rollout for both of these decks, to be completely honest. Like,
both did the things.
They both did exactly what they wanted to do. But anyway, so that will wrap up the first game of the Bravo Goliath Gauntlet with special guest Boo. So with that being said, thank you very much, and we will see you all in the next one.
Bye.
Hey, thanks for checking out the Spike Feeders on YouTube. Before you close the window, make sure you click subscribe for more great Flesh and Blood content.